Took the day off work, so instead of a bike commute, we're gonna go for a ride in the Madison County Trail system. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. I'm at the Madison County Trail system. We are here, starting at Schoolhouse Trail. We're gonna go past Horseshoe Lake. This is my Diamondback Haanjo comp 2x1 bicycle. I got studded tires on, so I shouldn't have any trouble with ice and snow and stuff. There doesn't seem to be much of anything on the trail though in that regard. So let's just go for a little ride here. I'm gonna start at the 0 mark here. Let me reset my thing. I was just reading some of the rules. Supposedly you're not supposed to be on this trail after dark. I've ridden the Madison County Trail system before. It's I think somewhere over 70 miles of just trail like this. Nice paved trail. I've never been on this particular trail, part of the system, so this is all new to me. This one goes past Horseshoe Lake, which is a lake, so we'll see that. It might be a little iced over. It's 25 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so it's pretty darn cold. So I got glove liners, which is an inner layer, and I got my outer layer of gloves right now. I'm going to 14.6 miles per hour. I'm gonna take it sort of easy. I didn't bring a whole lot of water with me. The main thing is when you're going for a longer bike ride, you want to bring water, but you also want to make sure you drink plenty of water the hour before you go out. So you're not, you're not just starting dry. So this is a nice scenic bike trail. I haven't really done any, Katy Trail videos for a while. Maybe I'll try to put some links in the description below this video with those videos, because they're pretty long. They're about 2 hours each, I think. I'm not sure how long we're going to be out today. It's 2 o'clock, Thursday, February 11, 2016. Took the day off work, so instead of a bike commute, we're going to go for a ride in the Madison County Trail system. Again, this is the Schoolhouse Trail. Not sure why they name it that. Maybe there's some old schoolhouses along here. Years past, I don't know. Sort of rural, sort of not really as rural though as the Katy Trail system. I was thinking of going on the Katy Trail today, but I was like, to continue on from where I left off. And I do want to continue on from Portland, Missouri to Mokane or Tebbets, Missouri, I think is what they're called. I do want to continue along there all the way to Jefferson City, that is, Missouri. But I was gonna do it because I thought, well, maybe there'd be some snow out there and it'd be a little interesting, but a lot of the snow is melted now. There's not much around. I probably don't even really need studded tires right now, but it's always a good idea to have them. So I think we're heading south right now, and then we'll go east a little to the Horseshoe Lake and see what's going on over there. So yeah, if you haven't been watching my videos recently or whatever, this is my Diamondback Haanjo comp. It's a 2x1, which I mentioned earlier, which means there's 2 gears in the front, only 1 gear in the back, which means I don't switch gears on the rear wheel. I just switched gears up front here on a front derailleur, which is a shifter. My shift lever is down here. I don't know if you can see that. And so I can go up and down. So I have a high gear and a low gear, and that's it. Very simple. I used spare parts from my other bike conversion I did, which was a 1x9, which means I have 9 gears. 1 multiplied by 9 is 9. Well, this is a 2 multiplied by 1, 2 gears on this bike. And it's working out really well. Let's see, I can upshift to my harder gear. So now I'm sort of grinding it a little bit, but I'm already picking up some pretty good speed. So I'm using muscle. Sorry, birdie. So I'm already going 18 miles per hour now. So it's without too much more effort, seemingly. The trick to changing gears, I think, is that you want to find a good cadence. Now, cadence is how fast you spin your legs, how fast you spin the pedals. And once you start wearing out that cadence or whatever, however fast you're spinning, you start, you know, your lungs get tired, or your heart starts getting a little tired. Then you want to probably shift to a harder gear, which you wouldn't think, and start wearing down your muscular system. And once your muscular system gets tired, switch down to a lower gear and work on that cardiovascular system. Crossing the train tracks now. So yeah, it's quite cold out here, a little windy, but the sun is out, so that's nice. Let's stay a little warm. When it's cold outside, you want to wear layers. Yeah, I haven't seen any bike tracks yet, so no one has been on this trail since it snowed, which was just yesterday. Just got about an inch, maybe a little less out here. Melted pretty fast. The ground was sort of warm, I think. But the thing with layers is you want enough to keep your body temperature regulated. And what do I mean by that? You want just enough layers so you don't overheat, but you also don't get cold. If you overheat, you sweat, and then the wind hits that, and you get really cold. So it's a good idea to have a bottom layer, you know, the first layer you put on, which sort of draws the sweat away from you. It's marketed as a wicking sort of fabric. W-I-C-K-I-N-G. And usually these layers are pretty thin. Usually some sort of synthetic. Then you want an insulating layer, which, you know, is just, there's a big tree here. Can I jump it? I don't think so. There's 2 of them. Oh my. All right. Here's how BikeBlogger jumps trees. Get a running start with your bike and woo, that was awesome. That was pretty cool. You can do that in slow motion. I don't think anyone's ever done something so cool as that. All right. Where did I leave off? You can see some industry over there. We're near Granite City, so forgive me, I don't know what I'm looking at. That might be a steel plant over there. I know they got a steel plant. I don't know if the camera's really catching it. I know they got a steel plant over here somewhere, but that thing letting off all that, I don't know if that's pollution or water vapor. Water vapor can be considered pollution though. There's something being let off into the atmosphere over there that's visible with the human eye. Oh, also to the right here, I think we might be starting to pass part of the Horseshoe Lake. So why do they call it Horseshoe Lake? I think it's sort of shaped like a horseshoe. I'd have to check the map. In other words, it's sort of like a U-shaped lake. Anyway, well, I'm way off topic here. It's really nice, it's really quiet, no one around out here right now. No one as crazy as the BikeBlogger. Well, I'm sure we'll come across some people once we get to a bigger section of the lake, maybe. So you put an insulating layer on that's supposed to hold in the warmth. All right. Doesn't have to be really thick. It just has to be a good material for holding in heat. And then on top of that, you just have some sort of another lightweight layer that blocks wind. So almost like a plastic, really. That just sort of, lets wind just, swoosh right over it. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the water around me, and like for instance down here, stop again. I don't really like stopping, but it's cold, and things are frozen like down there. No one behind us. So keep going here. So again, when you're layering, when you're insulating yourself, is not going to stop heat transfer. That is the loss of heat. It's going to leave at some sort of a rate, some sort of a time lapse rate here we're talking about. Transient. So you need to figure out the right combination of how many layers you need depending on the weather, depending on the wind chill factor, which is something completely different. It's not easily measurable. What's going on here? I don't think this is public property back there. I think that might be private property. So we're not gonna go that way. Yeah, geez, if you don't hear me yelling, it's actually quite nice and quiet. Maybe I'll be quiet here in a little bit. Just enjoy the ride. Well, the gates are open, so it's almost like they let you go back there, but I think I'm supposed to stay on this trail. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so no matter how much you insulate something, there's still gonna be loss of warmth, loss of heat in the cold. But if you figure out the right combination, like I said, you won't overheat, and you won't, because your body is constantly at least trying to produce heat. So as long as you can match that rate at which your body is producing heat with the amount of insulation that you're covering your body with, they can keep up with each other, and you want them to sort of work together. Wow, I didn't explain that very well at all. Okay, so we've gone only about 3 miles so far. I'd sort of like to end this ride before rush hour, so I don't have to deal with that on the highway coming home, but we'll see. I think I see a dog up there or something. I just saw. Not on a leash, so my studded tires make a lot of noise. Oh no, those are deer. Look at those deer. My studded tires are probably pretty darn loud. Probably startling them. think they've gone, hidden behind the brush. It's the problem with the studded tires, they're really loud. They scare away wildlife. You might not get much chance to see much wildlife. So I think this is the lake next to us here. There's just a lot of overgrowth. Hang on, let me try to show you. I think that's Horseshoe Lake. Again, I've never been here before. I lived around here all my life and I've never been to Horseshoe Lake before, so bear with me. It is a pretty sight though. Very pretty. I'm sure it looks a lot prettier when everything's not dead, or I should say dormant. Everything's sleeping until the springtime comes around, since we're in the middle of winter right now. But Madison County Trail System, yeah, really nice. This is about to this trail from my home, it's about a half-hour drive. If I tried to bike here from home, it would take me I don't know. It'd take me a while. Can't remember how many miles it was to get here, but it would certainly take me well over an hour, I think, to bike from home just to get here. So I drove today. Always makes me a little depressed when I drive somewhere then I bike. But hey, maybe I can make up for it if I, if I bike more miles than I drove to get here, right? I need to bike quite a lot then in that case. But this is easy going. It's pretty darn flat, nice and quiet, pretty clear. I don't think they really plow this trail system, although I could be wrong. It's just all the snow that was around here sort of pretty much melted, except for some certain segments where the shadows are sort of from the canopy above is sort of keeping a little cooler and darker. Cooler and darker. So I hope you're enjoying this video, guys and gals. Like I said, I've been wanting to do more videos like this, but obviously my favorite type, I guess, or my most common type of video is the bicycle commute to work and home. So, riding city streets and whatnot. So I'm a big advocate of biking to work, bike commuting and all that good jazz. So yeah, I don't have a lot of water with me. I did actually bring an energy bar, a little bit of nourishment, a little bit of food with me. I won't need it though if I don't even go 2 hours. On one of my last videos, bike ride to Carbondale Park, oh yeah, I remember. I was sniffling a lot in that video. I should have stopped and blown my nose. But bike ride to Carbondale Park from my home again. It was like a 2-hour long video about. The ride was a little over 2 hours. I edited it in a little bit in some spaces, but it's basically a 2-hour long video. That was a cold ride. That actually wasn't that cold of a ride. Actually, I think it was. I don't think I was using studded tires. It was 50 degrees Fahrenheit, like 30 degrees warmer than it is now. There wasn't any snow, if I remember correctly. That was a good ride, but yeah, I should have brought a snack or something along in that ride. I didn't expect it, I guess, to last as long as it did. So now I'm probably over-prepared when last time I was under-prepared. Like I said, though, we'll see how long we can go, how long the BikeBlogger can talk. I have 4, count them, 4 batteries with me. Okay, now here's some snow. This is why you got the fenders. And goodness. Hello, dog. How's it going? You're on that side of the fence. I'm on this side of the fence. All is good as long as you can't jump the fence. I got 4 batteries. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 4 GoPro camera batteries. And what I have found is in the cold weather, now it's not extremely cold. You know, it's 20 Fahrenheit, which is, yeah, for some people that is extremely cold, but around here it's sort of typical. I think I just passed a nice, yeah, you can see the lake from down there. Let's see if I can find another turnoff. I should have gone to take a look at that, otherwise I'll turn around and show you the lake. That is pretty. You can really see the lake over there now. Let's see, can I get down there from over here? I'll turn around if I can't. I'm looking at the parking lot down below. But yeah, I got 4 GoPro batteries, so I found when it's cold, the battery life is half, which means the batteries for me usually last an hour and a half. But when it's, all right, I think we're gonna turn around here maybe. But in the cold, they only last like 45 minutes. But I have 4 batteries, so it should last me 3 hours. Bike route to the left and straight ahead. Yeah, so this didn't work out. I'm gonna turn around so I can show you guys the lake, because the lake is over there. And unfortunately, this bike trail does not take us along the lake. I mean, like right along the edge of the lake, at least. And I want to show you that, so I'm gonna turn around and get down there. I could probably barrel my butt down the hill to the left, but it's a pretty darn steep grade and a bunch of roots and stuff, and I'm riding a sort of a hybrid or a cyclocross sort of a type of bike right now, and could probably carry my bike down the hill, but let's just go ahead and ride while we came here to ride our bike. So yeah, anyway, I got plenty of battery life. I think this should last us a long while. Probably not until it gets dark, but I did bring my lights just in case. I don't have my light on right now though. All right. All right, so we're gonna turn around here. We're gonna get down there. Oh, I didn't even notice because of all the snow. There is a trail that sort of wraps around over here. There we go. Here we go. Now we get down to the lake. Get some pretty good views. Yeah, so there's a lake. Isn't that a pretty sight? Horseshoe Lake. And it's pretty vacant right now around here. Can you imagine how busy this place is around summertime? Go out to the lake. Oh, BikeBlogger. BikeBlogger, what are you doing? BikeBlogger, you're not jumping in the lake, are you? It's frozen, be careful. Okay. Not gonna do that. There's the lake. You can see in the distance, maybe, if the camera's catching it, you can see the St. Louis Arch. It's that weird looking arch looking monument, I guess. That's St. Louis, Missouri over there. We're in Madison County, Illinois, which is located northeast of St. Louis. Did another video in the past where I rode through East St. Louis and got lost. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description below with that. It's an interesting sort of area. Unfortunately, a lot of poor households in that area. That's capitalism for you. a lot of poor people and not a lot of rich people. But hey, maybe the presidential election will change that this year here later. Maybe we'll feel the burn and Bernie Sanders will win, or maybe we'll get trumped and the Donald Trump billionaire will win. I'm not getting into politics. I just find it sort of funny how things sort of change, and then geese, Canadian geese, and then how things don't really change decade to decade. And I'm not that old. I can even tell how things don't really change that much, even though they may seem to be changing. Hey, slow and steady wins the race there, right? Got a lot of junk on my pedal now. Go. It's kind of muddy. Why are you kicking your pedal, BikeBlogger? My shoe cover is, I'm gonna go over here too now. Keep getting off the trail. My shoe cover for my shoe that protects my toes from freezing off is coming off. So we're gonna stop over here by this beautiful looking trash can and the lake, and we're gonna fix it. IDNR, Illinois Department of Natural Resources, maybe? That's what it says on the trash can lid. So I guess the Department of Natural Resources is also the trash company. Yeah, this is just pretty darn beautiful. And we're not that far. Like I said, I'm only really like 30 minutes outside of my of where I live, and this is really pretty. It's frozen, but I know you guys watch me for my bike videos, so we're gonna get cycling here in a moment. Whew. So I got my cage pack, holds all my junk. There's my shifter I was talking about before, my shift lever. My Camelback water bottle. Woo! Very pretty. Very pretty. Alright, stop gawking and start cycling, BikeBlogger. Get back on the path here. Oh. Sort of on a sidewalk right now. We'll use that in a moment here. Like I said, it's a Thursday in the dead middle of winter. So things are speed it up. Things are nice and quiet right now. Whew. Horseshoe Lake. All looking nice and cold. Winter 2016. Need to get back up to the bike path, which I guess is somewhere up here. This is easy going though. Birdies, lots of birdies. All right. Whew. Very cool. Very cool. There's another lake around where I live. It's called Creve Coeur Lake. I don't think I've really done a video riding around that lake in St. Louis County. Again, this is Madison County. And I don't know. I think it's smaller than this lake, though. Obviously, I'm like, ooh, so cool, because I don't live by an ocean. And I also don't live by the Great Lakes, like Lake Michigan or Lake Superior up near Canada. This is about what we got. Whew. If you have a chance to take the day off work and not bike to work, I recommend it. Spend the day going cycling somewhere you wouldn't normally go. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Looks like the bike path comes up over here. So I guess we'll jump on it, see where it takes us. No motor vehicles. Schoolhouse this way. All right. This is what I want. I believe I want to make a right. Go ahead and do that. We're back on the trail again. Woo! That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah! Bike trail closed from dusk to dawn. Aw. Same thing goes with the Katy Trail system, which is, I think, technically a Missouri park. It's basically just follows the old railroad tracks across the state, which is now being extended to Kansas City, so the whole state of Missouri, all 300 miles or whatever, will be complete eventually. I get another good view of the lake over here. I'm gonna stop on the bridge. Horseshoe Lake. Madison County Trail System. All right. I mean, I've seen a lot of awesome things. I've seen, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, Niagara Falls. This is cool though, because it's right where I live. It's just a nice big old lake. Really pretty with all the snow and ice. Oh my gracious, we've only gone 6 miles. That's just a little over a bike commute for me. We need to start racking up the miles. So let's sort of keep going and try not to stop, because I don't really like to stop usually when I'm running or bicycling. I like to just keep the rhythm going. Looks like I gotta cross a road here, so we'll just go ahead and do that. I don't know where I'm going though. Guess I'll just hit the pedestrian signal and cross the crosswalk or something. I'm a little confused. Yeah, it looks like I can just go straight. Use ped signal, Mr. Bicycle, that's what it's telling me. Dang. This ped signal is... It's like frickin' 1.5 feet off the ground. It's like for a little kid. I mean a really little kid, not an adult, to get off my bike and reach down. Here we go. Across we'll go. That's a little goofy. Would have been nice if there was actually a bridge or a tunnel. Had to stop there, but that's okay. So you're gonna just keep going on this. And my thought is that, you know, I could go to the end and back, or what I might do is I might actually make a round trip, which means I'll get on another trail. I don't know if I can do this while cycling. Don't recommend doing this while you're cycling. Distracted driving, distracted cycling. Let's see. I got some images here. I don't know if it's really gonna show up on the camera though. Got an image, and I put this together last night. I can just continue on the Schoolhouse Trail. We have now gone a little over a third of the way on this trail, and then this trail links up with another trail, and then another trail, and then another trail. And I think if we just keep making left turns onto these other trails, we'll eventually just make our way, you know, all the way around, make a loop, which I think is what we might do. I'm not sure how many miles that is though. I think this trail that I'm on now is like 15 miles or so long. That would mean that and this is a pretty long trail, that would mean the whole circle all the way around and back might be somewhere between 30 and 40 miles. Because you know, all the way out and back on this trail is 30 miles, so, or thereabouts. So as long as my face doesn't freeze off. Whew. I can see my shadow right now to my side. I don't think the camera can really catch it. Let's see if I can move the camera. The camera makes me look fat. I'm not really hunched over really low like down here. I could be if I wanted to, but it's so much more comfortable to sit up higher, and it's not really windy right now. So there's not a whole lot of benefit, I think, to going a few miles faster, per hour faster, cutting through the wind. If I sit up more like this, you can also see what's going on around me a little better. Stop for nobody. As you get closer within this trail system to the Illinois University College, it begins to be more forest, more trees, more residential area, not so much agricultural or farm area. So it's a little more shady, probably a little nicer going in the summertime with the hot sun beating down on you. But right now in the winter, riding in the sun like this, it's a nice looking day really for the winter. It's not gloomy really. This is actually quite nice. Going 17 miles per hour on the low gear. A nice comfortable cadence going. Don't really have any stress on my legs or my knees. I'm a big fan of single speed though. It's all about finding that right gear for you and sticking with it. Because right now I like this gear a lot. Nice easy going flat trail. Oh, I just noticed my little computer thing was tilting over off of the stem of my bike there. I took the little sticky thing off of it and cleaned off the stem underneath this computer mount, and boy, it was difficult getting that junk off. But now it's, you know, not really gonna stick. So I actually need to put down some other sort of material so I can keep it from moving around. I got some zip ties or tie wraps right now holding it down, but I got some tape holding the actual unit to the mount. So I found out in the past that when you're riding your bicycle, at least with this bike computer, this wonderful cheapo bike computer, gets the job done. The computer would often fly off of the mount. I lost like two bike computers that way. So I learned my lesson. I'm like, well, get out the electrical tape, get out the tie wraps. We're holding this thing down. Woo! And it's stayed since, so it does the job. Just gotta watch it every once in a while, make sure the tape is still nice and sticky. Nice and sticky and yucky. I just like to torture myself. Oh my gosh, I did not need these studded tires. But I'm getting a good workout. So let's try to take it down a notch. Let's just be quiet for at least a minute. So I'm gonna set my watch here and just taking the beautiful, wonderful, natural sounds of traffic to my left. That's enough being quiet. So what was I thinking of when I was being all quiet? I actually wasn't thinking of anything. I was sort of meditating, sort of just zoning out, concentrating but zoning out, and thinking of nothingness. Nothingness is somethingness. Nothingness is somethingness. There's some sort of a levee or something, am I right? There's like a creek or a waterway of some sort, trying to protect the crops or whatever they got over there to my right. Interesting. I don't have many helmet cam videos because I'm not a big fan of the helmet cam. It's annoying having something stuck in my head. Now when they can actually truly integrate the camera into the helmet, nanotechnology, you know, really get it in there, make it weigh 3 grams, then I'll do it. Until then, but hats off to the people who ride around with helmet cams that put a pound of, or a half a pound or whatever of video recording equipment on their skull. Anyway, so we're passing under Interstate 255, I think, Illinois, Interstate Highway. Instead of hear an echo, not really, of my studded tires. Let's see what's going on up here. Do I need to cross another road? Possibly. Possibly. I think so. Oh wait, I cross that bridge over there though. I might actually cross that bridge to my right. Going up. We shall see, we shall see. No, I think we'll find out. A lot of different. I think I go straight. And there's actually not a signal here, it's just a stop sign. So, we will stop it. And look for an opening here. And now's our opening. And we'll take it. Like I said, most of the Madison County Trail system that I have ridden on has been around the university, so, and they're mostly, like I said, trails underneath a bunch of trees and stuff, so it's nice and shady and quieter in residential areas, and not as many intersections, you know, car intersections you gotta cross. I do need to fix my cycling shoes. I think I got these things on too tight. I can feel them cutting off a little circulation in my toes. Not a good thing. Got a little tiny bicycling tip of the day. Circulation. Keep that blood flowing. If you add more layers, jump up a shoe size or something. Loosen up those laces. Did a video on shoelaces. Just last video, I think. Okay, another stop. Woo! What's going on with the BikeBlogger? I think my front light. I'm trying to pull this up a little bit. Force it up a little. The mount for my light. I think my front light was actually pointed down a little too much. You can't really see the hot spot that is the brightest spot of a beam of a flashlight. At least I can't really see it in real life. But on videotape, I can see it. And I could see that it was pointing pretty far down right in front of my bike. So I should have had it angled up a little more. You don't want the hot spot shining right into other road users' eyes, because they'll see the light, but they certainly won't see you, because they'll be blinded and they'll be trying to look away from the light. So don't shine lights into people's eyes. Oh, see, we can I can see we're coming up to another road. Might be another crossing up here. Oh, look at that little telephone pole. Oh, that sad little telephone pole. There weren't any wires or cables hooked up to it, really. Because you see the poles over there, they're much bigger. They're not little baby telephone poles. Look at all the bike racks, gracious. I think that actually might be a parking spot for getting onto the trail here for the Madison County Trail system. Alright, so I see a stop sign up there, but I don't really see a button to press. Or is that button on the island? That's a little strange. Alright, so we're gonna jump onto this island over here, I guess. I'm gonna stop here. Alright. Then we'll press the button here. And again, the button is freaking guy honking at another guy. He's probably staring at me and not paying attention to the road. The button is freaking 1.5 feet or 2 feet, again, off the ground. Let's line ourselves up here a little better. Whew. Yeah, BikeBlogger doesn't really like this. I feel stranded out here in the oasis, little island. It's perfectly safe, but you know, I'm used to, you know, stopping in you know, turning lanes in the middle of the road with traffic, but that was just weird. I hadn't encountered something like that before, where you sort of stop, then you cross, then you press a button, and you're sort of on an island of your own there. Probably because where I live, most intersections are pretty small. I don't live in a major city, so I'm not really used to really big intersections. Or maybe it's because I'm a city boy and I live out in the rural areas, or the exurbs, so I'm not used to the really large intersections and the newer developments away from the older city streets. So anyway, now we're getting into a residential area like I was talking about. Well, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. I thought we were still recording, but we weren't. I've only gone 12 miles. Gone for 58 minutes riding and not really stopping. 58 minutes ride time. So I don't know when the battery died. Hopefully I at least got the lake. But I couldn't even hear over my screaming voice that the battery had stopped. So it usually gives you a little beep warning. And I didn't expect this really to last, the battery to last more than 45 minutes or so. So hopefully we only lost maybe 15 minutes, I don't know. But you might have missed the point, I don't know. Batteries. I actually stopped for a little moment back there and looked at a map, a posted map, and it said, got a few more miles here on the Schoolhouse Trail, and then we'll make a left onto Goshen Trail, I think it is, and then we'll go a few miles on that, we'll make a left on a Heritage Trail, I think, and then make a left onto a few miles on that, then we make a left on a Nature Trail, a few miles on that, and then we make a left and go about half a mile, and we'll be back on the Schoolhouse Trail, and then we go back from there. So we got like about 20 miles to go. And on my bike computer, we're at mile marker 13. So if the battery dies again, I apologize. So we'll just have to pick it up. Maybe I'll try to tick off the miles as we go so I can keep track of it myself when I edit the video later. So we're going uphill a bit here. Note, I'm not riding in the snow. I could though, like this. No problemo. No problemo. Woo. So like I said, we got a few more miles on here, and then we're gonna, yeah, I don't even know if the camera captured me. You missed so much. I went underneath, or through a tunnel. I went underneath a road back there a little ways. It'll always be next time though. I think what I should actually do, I have the beep on this camera to warn me when the battery dies. Maybe I need to, I lowered the volume on it though. So maybe I need to increase the volume back up to 100% so I can hear when it actually stops. Oh, cameras. Obsessive about recording every moment of our waking life. Some sort of a sign up here. Oh. There might be a little bit of ice, mainly slush here. Maryville's Fred Winters Park. Maybe another time. We'll keep going here up the hill. Whew. Going 15.6 miles per hour right now. Slushy. Studded tires doing just fine. I'm running a pretty high air pressure though. I mean, actually I'm running an extremely high air pressure. I'm doing 70 PSI, I think. Oh. Coming up to another road and another, or maybe the first on video, tunnel. Cross through here. Uh-oh. Intersection though. Do I actually want to go left? Bikers dismount, it says to the left. Let's go underneath. Let's go through the tunnel here. BikeBlogger. Woo! So, what the heck? Are we still on Schoolhouse or are we on a different trail? Let's see, like I said, I got a map here. With the tunnel we passed under was Kebler Street right here. I don't know if you can really see that. And then we might have just passed Center Street. Actually, it looks like if the left turn I wanted to make was just behind me. Let me blow my nose here in a moment. If the left turn was just behind me, that means I'm going to run into basically a dead end here in a moment. So we'll just see. We'll keep going here and see what we see. Pardon me for a second while I blow my nose because I'm sniffling a whole bunch here. Okay. Oh. Get that snot out. Whew. A little better. Always bring tissues with you. You never know if you start sneezing a lot or you start bleeding all over yourself. Alright, let's see where this goes. I might just have to turn around though. Didn't say, there wasn't any signage on the road, on the ground, or like signage telling me that, you know, the trail was ending or that was a different trail back there or anything. So it might have just been an entry point onto the system and not actually a different trail. Maybe next time I just go explore and find out yourself. Make sure the lens is clean too here. Had a little difficulty with the camera when I was on one of my Katy Trail videos. I got some sweat or spit or something onto the lens, and that followed me through the whole video. Alright, what we got going on up here? Looks like it keeps going, so I think I am on the right track here. Road closed ahead to my right. Just keep going straight here. Drink up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The water's turning to ice. Turning to slush. Whew. Only got about half a bottle of water left now. If it wasn't water, you know, some sort of juice, it might not freeze as quick, I don't know. Alright, BikeBlogger thinks he's just about done with Schoolhouse, so we should be getting on a new trail soon. I'll be ready. This is the longest time I'm going to be on one singular trail. And what is this? What is this? On your left, let walkers know you're there. Some sort of park. Do we have a map here going on? This is Maryville. I'm at Drost. I don't know. Drost Park. So this is just another park. And we passed Fred Winter Park earlier. But no, we don't want this. We keep going on the trail. Like I said before, another time, another place, when it's not so cold outside. They got a little bit of a pond slash lake or pond sort of thing going on over there. Sort of cool looking. It's also very frozen. Ugh. Now here's an actual trail map. It says we keep going. I'm almost to the end. Almost to the end. Another mile or so. Let's keep going. Like I said, I've never really been on this trail before, so I don't really know where I'm going, but it's pretty straightforward. Just keep going straight, pretty much. We've gone about 15 miles now. I think a reason why I couldn't hear the camera go dead on me was because my ears are covered up to keep them warm, so I can't really hear when the thing stops recording. So I don't have a visible light to see either. So oh wow. So maybe what I ought to do is just keep track of the time and maybe in about 30 minutes here, I'll just stop and change the battery without even, you know, thinking about waiting for it to run out of battery life. That way I won't have those issues anymore. I've been riding for an hour and 10 minutes now. So the whole, I did stop multiple times, but the whole Schoolhouse Trail, at least in these conditions with my bike and my body, and it takes me like an hour to complete it. So that's an average of 15 miles per hour instead of easy going, but still a pretty good workout. You can see my shadow. Stop. I believe cross traffic does not stop, so although they do go over like little teeny tiny speed bumps or something. It makes a little sound, a little warning sound, I guess. Wake up, distracted drivers. Okay. There's just a little bit of there's a little development back there. Now it's just all, it's all field again. Whew. Do 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 do. Hope you're enjoying the ride with me. Ooh. Okay. Little fork in the road there. No signs at all, so just keep going this way. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, here's a sign. I think I might have just reached the end of the Schoolhouse Trail. We're getting on the Goshen Trail. Alright, yep. So we're at the end now. We'll make a left here and we go 2.3 miles on the Goshen Trail toward the Heritage Trail. So, I think we're going the right direction. I feel like this way is north. Now I do have an app on my phone which is a compass. It works quite well. Let's bring that field compass up. It says that way is north. So I believe it. It's 3:20 p.m. right now. Hang on a second. I think I am actually gonna turn off the camera for a second and see if I can change the battery or the settings or something. All right, continuing on from the Schoolhouse Trail, on the Goshen Trail, I'm gonna pronounce it. So we just got gone, it's like 16 miles now. We got just a few miles this way. I'm gonna jump onto another trail. It is cold. There's somebody's house all by themselves over there. Oh, my nose is acting up again. It's cold. Whew. Looks like we got a little bit of a bridge coming up. And go over a road or something. Looks a little steep. I vaguely recognize this. I actually might have been on this trail before. I wasn't on the Schoolhouse Trail before, but I might have. I don't know. Nah, I haven't been on this before. It's interesting though. Whew. Downhill. Guy cleaning his car or something. Whew. Yeah, it's so cold that my water bottle's freezing. Ah. Oh boy. Stop. The Homes of Liberty Place. One bunch of cookie cutter houses over there. It's all good. It's all good. It's like we're coming up on a interstate highway again, straight ahead. So we've gone 16.5 miles, so we're halfway done with this ride, and we've been going for an hour, 15 minutes. Total ride time might be 2.5 hours. If my estimates are correct, we don't have a ton of stop signs. Oh, they're letting me go. Thanks, guy. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. I find that most people are nice. At least I like to think that. They'll do dangerous things to be nice sometimes, though. That is, they'll slow down in the middle of the road and let you pass when you're not even in a crosswalk or anything. They just see you standing there, and I don't know, they might think that you're just gonna barrel through the intersection, so they gotta slow down, which is good on them. You never know with those crazy cyclists. Looks like we're going through a tunnel. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Blow my nose here. After we cross underneath it, I think, just cross through it. Whew. Old Troy Road. We're in the city of Troy right now, I think. BikeBlogger. Whew. And we stop to blow our nose. Whew. Keep stopping like this, I'm gonna go through all my batteries. Ah, shoot, dropping keys and stuff. Oh. Whew. Oh my gracious. It is cold. It may not look it, but it is cold. Although my extremities are doing pretty good. My toes, my fingers. So let's get going here. Oh. This might actually be the first video I've done, a longish video, where it's this cold outside. 'Cause, I mean, I've done a long video in the 50s Fahrenheit, and I've done long videos in the 80s and 90s Fahrenheit when it's quite warm. But when it's cold like this, I've not done videos like this before, really. I think long videos, that is. See, I'm seeing bike tracks back there. So someone has ridden their mountain bike or something along this trail recently. Gone about 17.5 miles. So I've gone over halfway. I'm gonna be making my way back. I can see to my left where the sun is. The sun is starting to go down a little. I believe daylight doesn't completely go away though until about 6 p.m. this time of year. So I got plenty of time to get back. But it will be starting to get colder as the sun reaches down into the horizon. And I don't think it's gonna be very cold tonight, but tomorrow night it'll be a low of 6 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's negative something. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold for the BikeBlogger. Pretty cold for around here. I think the record lowest temperature in the last 100 years or whatever around where I live. Someone dropped their tissue back there. It was 1 degree Fahrenheit, and we're way above that. We're over 20 degrees warmer than that Fahrenheit. So it is definitely not very cold for this time of year. It is below normal though. I am really out in farmland now. Yeah, you can still see the highway though. Oh. So yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this longer video. I know there's at least a good chunk of my viewers like these long videos and me rambling on. Most of my videos are short, 10 or 15-minute videos, which is long for YouTube, but still, I will be getting back to those though. I haven't done some longer videos really for a while, so I've been doing them more recently. Just takes a little preparation though. I gotta bring extra camera batteries, and it takes a little longer time to edit. And especially though, and I don't even really do much editing though, but especially uploading. So what I do, since I don't have very great upload speed, Goshen, wait a minute. Turn around, BikeBlogger. I think I wanted to make a right back there. But I just set it to upload overnight. This is Heritage to the left. I think that's what I want. Check the map again. Alright. Let BikeBlogger see what's going on here. Okay. I think I do want to make a right, and then I'll make a left. Because I think if I continued on behind myself here, I'll pass over Heritage Trail, which is marker H. There's the markers, Goshen and Heritage. So I actually want to go this way, so I got to make a right, and then I'll go underneath the trail I'm on now and make a left. That's just a guess on my part, because I haven't been around here before, or things just look differently when it's, this time of year. So we're gonna go this way. We'll be sort of getting away from it, but then we're gonna go back. So let's take a look, see if the BikeBlogger was right. Interesting looking abandoned building to the right over there. Not exactly sure what that is. Whew. I don't know what that is. Stop. All right. Just passed a water tower back there. All right, so now we are going down, and we're gonna make a left here, just so I can show you guys. To my right is a tunnel, Old Troy, crossing underneath Old Troy Road. We're making a left, though. We're going that way. Oh. It's a bit snowier back here. Yeah, because you can see there's a bridge up ahead, and I would have crossed over that bridge. I didn't want to, though. I want to go straight here. So that's what we're doing. And as you can see, there are bike tracks. So unless there were two people together, my guess is someone went this way and turned around and came back. So they're long gone now. Otherwise, they'd be riding pretty close together here, it looks like. So we're on Heritage Trail. We got a couple miles on this, then we're gonna jump onto Nature Trail, and then we'll jump back onto the Schoolhouse Trail. All of this is really cool. I'm in the trail system, obviously, south of the university. So, Southern Illinois University, I think. SIUE? Southern Illinois University C, Carbondale, I think. Anyway, whatever. Now I'm just all concerned whether I'm really recording or not. I think I am. Boy, it's really easy going now. I've been climbing a slight grade there for a while. I don't think I'm going downhill, but it's just flat and it's nice. Easier going right now. Get a little more speed and going 18 miles per hour right now. Now eventually I'm going to want to make a left. But that's a little ways still, I think. What is this? It's another trail thing here. Yeah, keep going. I got another about 3 miles maybe. I have to clean these pedals. I'm getting all sorts of mud and junk in them. We've gone 19 miles so far. Get down and get arrow. Woo, arrow. I must admit it is easier to cycle when you're down low. just don't have all that wind to deal with. Looks like we're coming up on another tunnel. Lots of snow. And no bicycle tracks here. So I think my assumption was correct. Whoever cycled down here, they went so far and then they turned around and went back. They didn't continue this far. That's the cool thing about snow. It has a history. It tells the past. At least for us people who aren't very good trackers in the wild. You can actually obviously see footprints, and traffic has gone through here recently. Ronald J. Foster Heritage Trail. I gotta do it again. BikeBlogger. Woo! Alright. That's fun. Again, I'm not sure exactly. I'm about maybe 20 minutes outside of downtown St. Louis, Missouri right now. And you got all this coolness. Although it's Illinois, so I think the Illinois taxpayers paid for this, not those Missouri cheapskates. Just joking. Going up on another bridge. I'm going 20. I should probably be slowing down a little bit. You're not supposed to be going much faster than that on these trails. Safe, no one behind me. Crossing another bridge, then crossing under a highway. Maybe a state highway, I'm not sure. So not too much further here, and then we'll just slightly ease onto another trail, part of the trail system here. This is so cool. Gone 20.25 miles. Going 17 miles per hour. A little bumpy here. I don't know what's going on. The pavement was a little more bumpy back there. Roots or something underneath the trail, I guess. Whew. Coming up on another bridge. Sure do keep crossing a lot of bridges. Must be going back and forth over this creek to the left. Ugh. So we're gonna cross a road here. Just saw a school bus go by. Kids are getting off school now. They keep going straight, but we gotta stop here. crossed Glen Crossings Road there. Yeah, some of this just sort of looks this, you know, some of it all just sort of looks the same. So again, I feel like I've been on this segment before, but I don't know. I'm sure when I get on the nature trail, I'll recognize things. I don't know. So if this is the first bike blogger video you've ever watched, thanks for coming along with me on this ride. I have more bike trail videos. I have a bike trail playlist. Check it out. I think we got about another 10 or 11 miles to go to the end of this video. It's been a good workout. I'm not really working up my cardiovascular system much though. I can feel my legs though. They're getting a good workout. I really do recognize this area. I think I have been along this segment before. Another mile or so and then we're gonna jump onto a different trail. Sort of quiet right now. Another crossing or something up here. Let's see. It's either a road or a driveway. It looks like sort of a road. Sort of a driveway to the left and a road to the right. Little neighborhood back there. All in all, this has been a good day off work for me. Not a day off work if I'm not cycling. It's just a day not cycling. Ah, I got a stick. There it goes. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I've been through here before. I think tomorrow I might go for a run. I'm a runner too, not just a cyclist. I like to run. Whew. Should be coming up to the trail end here soon. There's somebody walking in the middle of the trail. Would have said hi to them, but would have probably startled them, and then they would have hit me. I would have fallen off into the creek and broken my neck on the bridge that back there. All right, what the heck are you doing, BikeBlogger? Okay, what are we doing? Oh, you are here. Yeah, just keep going that way, I think. Let's keep going that way. So let's see, can I go left here? Looks like it. Yeah, here we go. It's a good Edwardsville. Yeah, it gives you the name of the city, but not the name of the trail, although I think I might have just missed it. It might have been on the ground. Because naturally, when you're walking on a trail or cycling, you're looking down. You're not looking up. So I got a few miles on this. And I have a feeling this is it. This is the point where I get lost. This is the point where I made a wrong turn. This is the point where it all goes downhill and not in a good way. Just joking. So I've been keeping track of the mileage, and we've just passed 22 miles on my ride so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop again, and I'm gonna change the battery in the camera, because I would like the camera not to die on me again. So I did lose a little bit of time, and I had hoped to make this one continuous video, but it's gonna be broken up a little bit, I think. Oh well, it happens. Whew. So we'll be stopping here in a moment. Going at a brisk 16 miles per hour. We're on the Nature Trail, I believe, heading back to the Schoolhouse Trail. All right. So let's go ahead and stop it here, I think. We're gonna change batteries. I'm gonna go run off into the woods and attack a bear. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. We're gonna continue on. We've gone a little over 22 miles on the Nature Trail. I think we got like about 10 miles to go. Just switched the battery on the camera, so we're good. I might swap the battery one more time. I think I should be good though, pretty much. We've been riding for an hour and about 40 minutes now. I'm gonna stay in my lane here. Looks like we're coming up on a road or something over here. Well, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, we should only have a couple miles or so to go before we get back on the Schoolhouse Trail. And it might be just over into the other side of this road here. I don't know. We might be getting closer than I think. Look at that. Look at that building. It's like a castle tower. Instead of cool looking. Woo! BikeBlogger. Watch your head. Okay. Standing up. Alright, yeah, I know where I am now. I have come to this parking lot before with my bike. It's actually pretty busy right now. There's actually quite a few cars in it. I'm not sure if it's attached to the Metrolink. I don't know if the Metrolink comes right along here. I don't know if the Metrolink goes into Madison County. I think it goes south into Bellevue area or something, Illinois. Could be wrong. All right, on this ways. Funny thing is, see, I remember stopping at that parking lot before and riding along this trail here before, but I don't know if I went this way or the other way behind me. So, anyway, I think we're on the Nature Trail still, though. I think we're going the right way. Following the road. Following the road. Studded tires. Do not need studded tires today. Oh well. At least we've hit some patches with a little bit of slush and snow. And we're just getting a better workout in. Think positive. It's a long straightaway right now. There's a little bit of farm to my right. The guy honked. I don't know if he was saying hi or what. Maybe they recognize the bike blogger. It's me! Woo! Upside down camera angle. Okay. I just passed a pretty big bird there, sitting on the power lines. I mean, it wasn't like a little itty bitty bird. It was a big bird. I wonder what sort of design has to go into, you know, these power lines, like if they have to be rated for so many pounds of birds sitting on them. Because birds do love sitting up on the power lines, perching themselves up there. Whew. Gone 23.7 miles, about 24 miles now. I can feel it getting colder. As you can tell, it started getting a little cloudier. Sun's falling behind the clouds, and my extremities, my fingers, my toes are still pretty warm. They're a little cold, but not really much colder than when I began. My core feels fine. And I got this strap around my body to hold the camera. So it's sort of compressing my upper layers against me. And no one's been on this bridge, except for a rabbit or something. Obviously you can tell that my gloves are open a little bit here, so they're letting some cold air in there. Again, that's why I have glove liners. I could stretch this a little bit. It's got a strap and I could tighten it. That's okay though. I feel fine. Hey, like I said, this is where it all goes downhill. This is where the bike blogger gets lost. So hopefully I don't have to turn around and go all the way back. Hopefully I'm still going the right way. Coming up on the highway or interstate highway again. Whew. Going about 17 miles per hour. On just over 24 miles now. Again, nice and flat, but you can still get a pretty good workout in. And it's just, you know, it's wide open. So that's nice. Except for that one person on that bridge. I've not encountered another single person on the trail, I think. I've seen some people getting in and out of their cars at the parking lots, but I haven't actually seen anybody on the trail. See, the thing is, there are a couple of trails. I think the Quercus Trail and another memorial trail or something that just goes off. Just goes away from the trail system to Nowheresville. Actually, it goes to a couple little small towns. Little small towns. Smaller than little towns. And smaller than small towns. And then it just dead ends and you gotta turn around. So I'm just hoping I'm not getting on one of those trails. It's getting a little dark now. Yeah, so this is Interstate 255. This is good though, because I feel like I'm going sort of southwest now. So I'm heading back toward the Schoolhouse Trail, because I'm going back underneath this highway that I had gone underneath earlier in the video. So I think I'm going the right direction. Whew. I'm about 25 miles now. What time is it? It is about 4 o'clock now. Got another hour or so of bright daylight. I did bring, like I said before earlier, I did bring my lights so I can turn them on if I need to. I'm just on a, what do you call this, a class 1 bike lane, bike trail, whatever. It's segregated from the real traffic or the other traffic. So, Pontoon Beach. We're in Pontoon Beach now. Look at the beautiful sand. Got like some sort of a substation or electrical something or another going on over there. Some sort of facility. I think that's the Westinghouse symbol. Electrical stuff. Okay. Hopefully I can get away from this road to my left. Get in a little nicer, quieter area. I'd also like to find a map so I know where I am, because I'm a little lost now. It says bike trail to the right, so I guess we'll go to the right, because to the left it's just the road. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. BikeBlogger just noticed something. See, it says Nature Trail to the right. It says Nickel Plate Trail behind me. So I was on Nickel Plate Trail, which is not the trail I think I wanted. So let's see here. Take a look at the map. I might have made a wrong turn. Oh no. Actually no, I was on the right trail. I get on Nickel Plate, then I get on Nature Trail. Okay, and then we make a left. All right, I think we're good. BikeBlogger thinks we're still good. So we went on Nickel Plate Trail here. Uh-oh, I got an email. Someone's probably commenting on one of my other videos. Ringtone. So we'll just go up this way. We'll make a left, and we'll go a ways there, and then we'll make another left. Okay, so it's all good. And yeah, we are in Pontoon Beach, so my map is correct, as it should be. All right. Enough yakking along there. Yakking. So yeah, like I said, it's just a road over there, but the trail is to our right. So we will go that way onto Nature Trail. So we just sort of finished or got off a Nickel Plate Trail, and it looks like I'm crossing the railroad tracks. That isn't a real railroad. What the heck? Come on. Turn around, BikeBlogger. Look at this. This is not an operating railroad. It's all covered in brush. There's like a little twig or tree sticking up right in the middle of the tracks there. I think this railroad has been abandoned, this segment of it. So now it looks like we're going on to someone's property, but not really. Sort of, yeah, maybe. Except there's this easement, in other words, the trail system here. So I'm gonna make a right here. And yes, it's the wrong direction. This is because I want to show you the map here. I try to stop at all these maps. So here we are at the apex of the universe. There's nickel plate. We just went on that for 3.5 miles. So now we go 2.5 miles behind us here. 2.5 miles, and then we'll make a left. And then we'll make a right. And then it's 4.5 miles. So a half mile in between. So, nature trail straight ahead. So we're going this way. All right, here we go. And I have terrible memory. I think it was maybe 3.5 miles. I can't remember. So I think we do actually still have about 10 miles maybe to go total, or a little less than that. It's not after, you know, sunset. It's just all these clouds, and it's cold. The sun is behind the clouds, so it looks later than it is. It's only, like I said, it's only 4 o'clock right now on a Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, a few miles this way. And then we'll make a left and get back to the lake, Horseshoe Lake, and Schoolhouse Trail. Let's go! Power lines. Woo! Some high voltage stuff there. I guess, because it's hanging really high up in the sky. Not really, but pretty high. Bridge. So, I don't think I've been this way before. This is sort of new. Someone's house to the... Is that a house? Stop. I don't know what that is. It says private property. Looks like it might be a house. Oh. Got a lot of junk in their yard though. All right. Keep going. So there's railroad tracks to my left, but I don't think they're in operation. Oh. Looks like there is somebody else on the trail up there. They're going my direction though, so I won't startle them much. Woo! Ducks, I didn't see that. Ducks back there. All right, keep going. Like some mobile homes, or not really mobile. I guess they are mobile. Instead of homes, and they got like this lake or pond or something. It's not frozen though. All right. So a couple more miles. Horseshoe Lake is just like a mile to my left, I think. Whew. What's going on up there? Got emergency lights on. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh, that's a mailman delivering the mail. I heard they're having some problems delivering the mail across the country right now because of the winter storms in the Midwest here. It's not so bad around here though. So that's what an American mail truck looks like, at least around this part of the country. At least growing up, that's what they've always looked like with me. Oh man, it stinks though. I can smell it from here. Or I smell something like it's burning. Exhaust or something. Crossing under a road. Still following the power lines. I imagine it was easier to make these trails because they just take part of the already existing easement that is private property, but not really, you know, property owned by like the people to my right necessarily. But property owned by like a corporation, or it was owned by the government but then sold to like a utility or a railroad, and they just sell it back and they make it into something like this, a park, basically a trail, and that's how you do it. It still costs millions of dollars, but not nearly as much as it costs to repave roads and other things used by larger vehicles. It's really a recreation sort of deal. Now what? Share the road. Okay. Alright, looks like we just crossed the railroad tracks here. And then we make a right and get back on the trail. Just like that. So we just crossed the railroad tracks, and there we're going on the other side of the power poles now. We went underneath the power lines there. Gone 27 miles now. It's cold. My ears are doing pretty good though. A little bit more snow back here. I'm trying to think the longest I've ever ridden my bike with studded tires before. And I don't really think it was much over 25 miles. So I think this might be a little personal record of my own. You know, without, well, I have stops, but within basically one complete deal without, you know, really stopping and resting or eating or anything. I've been going for about 2 hours now, yeah, so when I'm done, I'll have gone for over 2 hours. It's cold. And you guys are probably watching this inside with a nice warm cup of chocolate. Hot chocolate. There's a bike track. There's another one. Again, I'm to guess that they went this way and then they came back, so they're gone. They rode through here and rode back. But so far I have seen 2 pedestrians on this trail for this about 28 miles I've ridden so far. A couple other people crazy enough to come out in the cold like this. Hey, there's a benefit to it. If you're one of those guys that comes out in the cold like this, you get the place mostly to yourself. Because there aren't other people really. You know, I think I see someone up ahead there. Whew. chili dogs, chili vegan dogs. Oh, now it's so snowy. Hey there. Now I'm on the snow now. Whew. About 28 miles now. So what did I have to eat before I went on this ride? I had a wrap. What's a wrap? Hey, here's a, yep, schoolhouse to my left. I just said that on the road, on the trail back there. So, here's the bikeway rules. Yeah, let's go over here. Okay, here's the map. So we are here. We go a half mile that way toward Horseshoe Lake. We make a right. We go 4.5 miles. We got 5 miles to go. That'll be a total of 33 miles, I think, when we're done. So we got a half mile that way. Let's go. So are we gonna have to, we're going underneath the power lines again. Are we gonna have to, Iron Man. Are we gonna have to cross some roads again? You know, hit the button, stop our bike and wait for a signal and all that jazz? Or are we gonna get a tunnel or a bridge to fly over all of it? I don't know. I don't remember where that was exactly along the Schoolhouse Trail. We'll just have to find out. I'm guessing we will, but we'll find out. So I'm heading, if I had to guess, I think we're southwest slightly. Okay, I see traffic coming to my left. We're gonna slow it down. I'm gonna stop way back here. So you can see I'm not gonna try to rush it. And here's more traffic, we're gonna stop anyway. Lots of traffic coming. We'll just wait here and get cold right now. I'm gonna start covering my mouth because my lips are getting a little cold. I'm talking to y'all so much. Ugh. Huh, what the heck? I saw some things like you see in front of a stoplight back there, like little strips in the ground that would, you know, change a signal or something. I sort of doubt they're adding a signal to that intersection though. It's just a bike trail here. So if I had to guess, just over that little hill there is the, yeah, they have those strips in the ground right there too. Is Horseshoe Lake. So, stop again with this guy. It's a guy coming from the left. We're just gonna wait for everybody here. Take it nice and easy. We got the stop sign, they got the don't have to wait for anybody sign. Although technically I think if there's a pedestrian in a crosswalk, you're supposed to stop or yield or whatever. But if the pedestrian is crossing in the crosswalk and they're not supposed to go, or they didn't wait their turn or whatever, and they get hit, they might not get in trouble for that. I don't know. Alright. One more knucklehead here. I shouldn't call people knuckleheads. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, I actually don't think we have to, let's see. I don't see any bike tracks right there in the snow. So I must have come up here a little ways and then turned around and went back before I even got to that point. Because I was riding down there by the lake. So now we got just 4.4 miles to go, which will take us a total of 33 miles, I think. Yep, so we're almost there. I'm gonna stop one more time to change the battery, just to make sure we don't lose any footage. So hang on, we'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna continue on now. Almost done with this ride. I don't think I need to switch to my 4th battery, but I did anyway. Not much longer now. Reaching the end here. The Schoolhouse Trail. Back to where it all began. My toes are actually getting quite cold. I think especially since I stopped here. Looking at the tire track, that's my tire track. So I'm the only one who parked down this way and rode my bike. There's that dog again from earlier. Hello, Mr. Dog. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. I agree, woof, woof. And we're almost done here, really. I mean, we got maybe 3 miles to go. So I'll just say now, thanks for coming along with me on this cold ride on the Madison County Trail system, MCT. We're on the Schoolhouse Trail right now, and Horseshoe Lake is to our left, or it is to our left right now, actually. I don't think you can really see it anymore, but I just passed a sign right there. It said bike trail ends in 4 miles, so that will be coming up here shortly. I think I do see another person on the trail right up ahead. This would be number, I forgot to keep count. This is either 3 or 4. 3 or 4th person I've seen. If I was out running right now, I don't know if I'd run on this trail. It's too cold, and it's just it'd be hard on your feet. I like to run sort of cross country. I like to run on grass and gravel, like the Katy Trail, because I find it's softer on my joints and my feet. So I prefer that over hard surface like this. But if I lived around here, I'm sure I'd do lots of running on these trails because they are so awesome. Props to Madison County, though, Missouri. No, Madison County, Illinois. Madison County, Illinois, for building all these awesome trails. It's a big deal, I think. We need more of this stuff, I think, across the country, like the Katy Trail system. And there are others, for sure, across the United States, but I think we need more of this in urban environments. Although, I do very much advocate for cycling as traffic, because I am traffic. I drive my vehicle like everybody else. I'm a cyclist. I own a bike. My bike is my car. And I am the driver of it. So follow the rules of the road. But it doesn't mean you can't have some cool stuff like this too. You can't have some nice recreational sort of stuff, where you don't have to stop at all the stop signs and the traffic lights like everybody else. You get your own little space. A cycle superhighway, just like the cars have their interstate highways. Well, they can go really fast, 70 miles per hour. Well, we got our little things, you know, where we can go 20 miles per hour or whatever without stopping if we feel like it. So it's all good, all the above, I say. Trails, bike lanes, I guess. Bike lanes are a controversial topic, but just riding with traffic. The more all of us do it as cyclists, the more motorists, motor vehicle drivers have to get used to it. They'll have to become conditioned to it. They'll expect to see you on the road. They'll expect you to be riding in a straight line. They expect you not to be riding in the gutter. They expect you to be making hand signals. They expect you to have bright lights on your bike. They expect you to stop like they do at all the stoplights. So the more that we do that in our own cities, towns, the more we can gradually get to being more accepted on the roads. Whereas in some countries they already very much are. Cyclists very much are accepted on the roads with everybody else. And I'm not saying really that closed off streets there. I'm not saying that cyclists aren't accepted like around my city or anything. I say it's more of a matter of, it's like seeing a Ferrari on the road. They don't expect to see them very often, so they don't really know how to react to a cyclist. Well, what you got to do is you got to be the leader. Direct traffic. Say, go ahead, you can go. It's all right. You can cross at, you know, at the four-way intersection. You can go first. Or they'll wave you on you and say, hey, thanks. All right, cool. I'll go first. Just don't hit me. We're riding in a straight line. I can't stress that enough. You know, if you're zigzagging, what the heck are they supposed to think? They think you're goofing around or you're not really confident? It's like dealing with a bully. You don't back down. You prove you are confident. You are assertive. You're not aggressive unless you have to be, but you're assertive. You make your existence known. You believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, others will believe in you. Anyway, we're done talking about that. There goes the birds. So we're done talking about that. So we're almost at the end of the ride now. Let's do a little goofiness. Let's try to ride no-handed here for a moment. Even though we're all sort of fatigued and tired right now. We're gonna bring it on home. We're at the end of the trail here. We'll wrap it up. Oh, you can do it. I can do it. This is a pretty heavy bike. It weighs over 25 pounds for you weight weenies out there. It can be done. And it can be fun. Good exercise, it'll make you stronger. Ride a bike. Any bike. As long as it's in good working condition, it's fun. The best bike is the bike you're riding right now. And the best part is, you know, the journey. It's getting there, not being there. It's the journey from point A to point B. Can we do this? Can we go under here without getting hurt? Ah, yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we did. Woo! You can tell I'm pretty happy right now. I'm also just trying to not you know, get all freezing up here. I'm feeling pretty cold. Gotta be positive. It's all about being positive. Marking off those checkpoints. There's a checkpoint right there. You see it? It's that Little tree right there. We're gonna get to the checkpoint. Woo! We did it. There's another checkpoint, that little tree right there. Let's go. Woo! We did it. Oh my gosh. Another tree right there, checkpoint. Woo! Just sailed right through that one. So again, thanks for coming along. This has been the Madison County Trail System, Schoolhouse Trail, Goshen Trail. Go ahead and let me know if I'm pronouncing these wrong. And then there was the Heritage Trail, and then the Nickel Plate Trail, and then the Nature Trail, and then we're back now on the Schoolhouse Trail. Finishing it up here. It so sounds like I'm about to sign off, doesn't it? I think I actually still had 2 more miles to go. So maybe I'll finally quiet down for a moment here and let you enjoy the rest of the ride. Thanks for coming along. BikeBlogger. Woo. So we've gone 32 miles. Two hours, 16 minutes. It is 4:40 p.m. I don't know if I can check the temperature. Shoo! What is the temperature? Oh my gosh. It's gotten up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Just below freezing. Woo! Nearing the end. For sure. We'll take a look at the map in a moment here. And I'll show you again once more the loop we did. So it's been pretty cold today, but it warmed up a little. Quite doable. I got a 2 layers on my gloves. Of course, I also have a balaclava on. It's covering my ears along with my winter helmet, which has very few vent holes, so it keeps in a lot of warmth around my brain. Going 16 miles per hour right now. I see the end. The end is in sight. And will it be 33 miles? Oh, I don't know. 32.7, 3 miles. Quarter mile more, I don't know. I don't know. 32.8 miles. Bringing it home. Bringing it home. And the total was 32.85 miles. Can you believe that, folks? It was not quite 33 miles. We went from here, I don't know if you can see it, hang on. Went from here all the way up over to here, up to here, over to here, down to here, over to here, down to here, and all the way back. So this loop here around Maryville and Glen Carbon and back along Horseshoe Lake State Park, about 33 miles. Total stats, 32.85 miles. Total time, 2 hours, 19 minutes, 15 seconds. And the time right now is 4:41 p.m. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.